listen, never in my life associated the word boring with baseball.
We know what's up.
Me? Yeah. Famous? Yeah.
And I'm like giddy over there smiling like, we're about to win this shit.
Did everyone give you crap? Give me a good host story.
I'm not picking it up.
We both love the game.
We talk about it every day.
Getting off baseball.
Having some popcorn, you're fooling around your phone.
I'd have to wait in line for 3 hours.
Hang on, because it's about to be a wild ride.
You know what time it is. There is nobody I'd rather be talking to than Payton Tolle.
Man.
But by the way,
no place I'd rather be.
No place I'd rather be. And it's funny because one of the things when I was doing it with Garrett Crochet toward the end of the season at his locker, and I looked over and you were just laughing.
Yeah, this is every time. I love it. I think it's my favorite because everybody's like, "Oh, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to it's like everything." But that is the best way to start off any interview.
It gets a smile 110% of the time, and also, as I've told you, it's true. It's true because I honestly I get so excited to talk to you, to talk to all these people that we've have on, every time. This not hide it. I mean, this is what I mean. Now the other person saying it, you or whoever's on might be like, oh, this is absolutely a lot of people I'd rather be talking to than you.
No.
But I mean, I was saying this, Peyton, that at the World Series, on the field after the game, I started saying to Michael Kopech, and he said it right back to me. I'm like, okay, that's
that's good. Leaving your mark, leaving a legacy.
Yeah. How you doing? Good?
I'm great. Just I'm trying to be productive today. I got laundry going. I've already got the workout and everything in. I gotta go. My room's a wreck, so I gotta go clean that. But just trying to be productive today. It's a great day. So,
who are you working out with?
I got a group here. It's called Pitching Works. Got a few big leaguers. Like Michael Fulmer is kind of one of the head guys there. Lane Ramsey, Andrew Heaney are guys that work out too. But it's a great place. A lot of pro guys are there. A lot of guys, good guys to be around. So it's really fun. I try to get in there. It gets busy some days, so I try to get in there, get early, and get everything done, and then try to have my days to go hang out with Dad at the church, or just kind of, be productive. So.
No, listen, you don't have to be that productive these days. Don't be overly productive.
No.
But I now the test is that when are you going to Fort Myers?
I'm thinking probably end of January, early February.
Okay.
It's not quite set in stone. I have a call with a couple of the guys, Bailey, and I don't know who all is going to be on the call, but probably later today. So I'll probably check in, try to see what they think. But yeah, kind of the end of January, kind of early February. So.
All right, when you get on the call, when Andrew Bailey picks up, I want you to say, "There's nobody I'd rather be talking to than Andrew Bailey right now." He'll get off the call on the right foot. So.
Absolutely, every time. But
by the way, so when wheels are down in Southwest Florida International, you have to be its best shape of your life season. This is, I don't know if you did this in college. I don't know if you did last year, but I love, one of my obsessions is how everyone who shows up is in the best shape of their life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, you were last year, were you in the best shape of your life?
Well, I mean, I'd say it was, I think my problem that I've always had about kind of being home is I never feel like I'm doing enough. And I think that's a good thing because it kind of keeps me my motor going, always doing something. But last year I was down in Fort Myers for such a long time that I wasn't the best shape of my life, but it was still
pretty good shape.
It was right there. I was still had I had 4 weeks at home I went down there January 6th or something like that. So super early, but then now it's but yeah, I mean, like, I think that if everybody kind of takes care of what they need to do, I'm like, my big thing whenever I think about Florida is like, man, I got to be hydrated because you go from Oklahoma cold mornings to the Florida humid days, and it's like, don't want to be the one
Yeah.
cramping in front of everybody. So
Well, also, you got to wear cleats around the pastures of Oklahoma too. I mean, that's the thing. People don't understand this. Is that like wearing cleats all day is? I remember players used to basically walk around in their cleats in their backyard for 2 weeks,
mm,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
I'm
it's definitely a little bit different, and you gotta get those big, thick soled cleats and like really cushion the blow of everything. But we have to try to get used to it. But yeah.
what's the best gear you got since you became a major leaguer? Because if it's free,
Um,
it's for me.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's a warm kind of sweatshirt, quarter zip, crew neck, um, that I ended up wearing a lot. And then somehow in Toronto, I came into the game and I go back to the locker room. I'm like, hey, do you guys have my quarter zip? And it's like not there. I'm like, that was my favorite thing that I had all year. But there's good sweatshirts, jackets. That quarter zip was one of my
Oh,
favorite things.
like
But like,
it's gonna be my mission to find this quarter zip. This
I loved it, but yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Now whenever I go back, I'm like, Tommy, did you find my quarter zip? But no, it's there's a lot of I like just there's just a lot.
oh,
There's a lot of it.
dude, you know what you get? Not only you get major league per diem now on spring training,
Yeah, yeah,
right? I mean,
yeah.
I would see you guys like you talk about what a difference a year makes. I would see you guys trudging in down that pathway down to the minor league locker room in where they had the bar. It was good food. It was fine. It was like you had the cookout down there, but now you get the major league per diem. I mean, let's go.
Yeah, it might be a little bit different. So, but I still got my boys over there, and Shay Sprague, Alex Bouchard, Steve Brooks, all those guys over there that like. I'm like, I still gotta hang out with my boy. I gotta go get a couple
Oh,
rounds of golfing with those
it's
guys.
yeah,
So.
no, I'm not saying that you're like separated for life. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, I can't switch up on my guys.
no,
So.
no. But let me ask you that, like, so let's go back a year. It's a cliche question, but whatever.
Mm,
A year ago now, like,
mm,
what for you? You were just in the organization,
yeah.
and they're molding you in the way leading into. Were you in Fort Myers at this point? This time last year?
This time last year, I'd have been right at the end of, because I think the dead period maybe just started or starting this week, and like that's whenever we left Fort Myers to come home. So.
Okay. So, what are some of the biggest differences for you as a pitcher, as a player, as a professional, like all of
Mhm.
it, because you prepare the best you can, but it happens so fast, man. Like it happens
Yeah.
so fast. So tell me what a difference a year makes for you.
I mean, I think there's a lot of things. I think probably the kind of the biggest difference that I've seen right now is like this time last year, the throwing, we were really ramping up like really high intensity throws a few times a week already. And now because of that like the longer season, like just like letting the body recover a little bit, and then but all the innings and all that kind of things. Like the throwing program that I'm on is like a little bit. I don't want to say it's a slower build, but it is a little bit delayed. So like, I think that's kind of an adjustment for you. It's like okay, like trust the process, trust the program. Like don't have to go out there and blow it out today. Like it's a moderate day. We get the work in. Like be intent with it.
Mhm.
So that's a little bit different, but I mean, there's really nothing.
When did you learn how to throw 100 miles an hour?
I mean, I think this is It's always an interesting question to me because like I've always thought that it was there, like kind of with frame and strength and stuff, like kind of like okay, like I at some point everything's gonna kind of click and I'll be able to like it'll start coming out a little better, like sequencing will be better. And then I mean it's just something that we really kind of worked hard on. I would say the weight room has helped a lot, like moving better in there, those you know, baseball heavy lifts and like, okay, this is what you need to do to make your body work better. Like mine was a lot of like drop catching and like, like standing up and then dropping into a squat quick. A lot of jumps, trying to be explosive, but like got up to double A and I think I got up to like 98.5 or 98.6, something like that. And it was the hardest that I've thrown by a good amount through the whole year. And I called Dad. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Like, it's cool that we're throwing 98, but like, Dad, that's close to 100. Like, we're knocking on the door now. Like, we're getting there. And then it's kind of funny. Whenever I got to the pen, I had a couple buddies texting me like, dude, you're gonna come out under the lights in one of these games, and adrenaline's gonna hit. You're gonna hit 103, dude. Like it's just gonna happen. I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but like, there's a couple of times where you get to an 0-2 count on a guy. You're gonna throw a fastball, and you're like, let's see how hard I can throw it. But like it kind of like whenever I got to the pen and kind of get that adrenaline jumping, yeah, a lot of things can happen. And I was talking to Devin Rose about it. I was like, why am I throwing hard? He goes, on average, you jump about 1 to 2 miles an hour out of the pen. Like it's just everybody does it. I'm like, well, that's kind of fun. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's always been a goal of mine. And then I think it also just throughout the year, it became a little bit more and more in reach. So yeah, it's pretty fun. It's starting to rain here. Can you hear that? Is it
No, it's all
bothering anything?
good.
Okay.
As long as it's not raining on you.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm a sucker for a rainstorm. I think it's one of the most soothing things in the world. So we got a nice little back porch awning here. So we'll come out here if it's
as long as you don't hear
cool
the train sounds coming.
No, I can't hear anything.
Okay. All right. The so you talk about running in from the bullpen, like that's also like, I mean, you did it obviously Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that weird too. Like I always love talking about how guys have different gaits running in from the bullpen. Like, did you just want to just do like a 4.40 in from the bullpen?
Was it fast?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, my first time coming out of the pen, I turned to Holty and was like, "Hey, like I'm gonna like, how fast do I run it?" And he's like, "Well, you gotta beat the clock. Like, get out there so you can have a few throws out there." And of course, the first time it was in Fenway, and I mean, in Fenway, you're way out there.
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Right center field's a long ways away.
Yeah.
And so I got going, and I was like, I think I'm going fast enough. And then I got out there with like 1minute and 45 seconds left. I'm like, whoa, we got plenty of time. But yeah, I mean, I honestly don't remember much about the Yankee Stadium run out. Honestly, I remember not feeling my feet again. And then whenever I got out onto the mound, pretty much I said, "Good evening, gentlemen," and they all said, "Hey, just throw strikes." And I'm like, that we're gonna try. But it's kind of a fun feeling of that. Like there's not a whole lot of things in sports like it. I would say like it's a pretty lonely feeling, I guess. But I love that. Like you're going out into the arena, it's so, especially kind of that Yankee Stadium experience, you feel like you're a gladiator a little bit going out
Well,
there.
you said that
So.
I remember you saying that about your not feeling your feet, right?
I don't
Right.
know. That's like the common one for me, I guess.
It's good.
All
Well,
the
I mean,
blood
okay.
rushes away from the
Let
feet.
me ask you, which did you feel your feet less on? That one,
Oh, Fenway.
Fenway, the
Fenway.
Skeens game.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That first the debut, and yeah, it was coming off the mound after the first inning. It was whoa, floating, floating. Yeah, so it's I guess that's my thing, because some guys will talk about like, oh, I blacked out, or I don't remember anything about it. Like I've always been pretty good about like trying to maintain that, and like not like try to be present, because I want to remember these things. I
Yeah.
don't want to just but I guess that's my thing. I guess is like the body kind of just floats, I guess. And I think it's probably, I probably a bad way to describe it, but it's like I don't know another way to describe it.
It's a good
So
way to describe it, man. Like it's a good way to describe it. Like
yeah. I I want to like make sure, and I'm sure like whenever I came in at the playoff game, it's like it probably looked like, oh my gosh, he just keeps breathing. Like why is he like taking these huge massive breaths all the time? And it's like I'm like trying to calm down and take it in. Like I want to look up, like, wow, that place is pretty tall. So but I don't know. I think everybody kind of reacts differently in those situations, and for some reason I can't feel my feet.
well,
So
talk to me about those images, right? So when you that debut game, I said the Skeens game. Skeens calls it the Tolle game. So congratulations. So but you look out there. I don't know if there's like an indelible image of you looking out there. Maybe it's like, oh, there's Paul Skeens, look how big he is, or look at whatever. What is an image that you took away from that? It's sort of seared. And then I'm going to ask you the same question about that Yankee Stadium outing.
yeah.
Oh,
I
is it?
mean, I think the image that kind of pops into my brain whenever you say it is like the walk from the pen into the dugout. Like it was me, Wong, Bales right there next to each other, walking with each other, and like it kind of was a uh, whoa, this is really happening moment, I'd say, and like you're walking in and it's not uh, looking up at four boxes in Binghamton, New York. Like you're walking in and you're going underneath Fenway Park in uh, in a sold out crowd, and it's like it's a one of those moments where I'm like looking around and then whoa, this is kind of nuts. But I would say that kind of first, because like I tried to keep my head down the whole time throughout the warm-ups and everything. Don't look up, don't look up. And then walking out, I was like, all right, let's take this in a little bit.
That's good though. That's good.
Yeah. And then the other one was like after the first strikeout was like walk out, and like people got pretty rowdy after it, and like being able to look around like the third base side, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's the monster, like all the things. And then Alex Bregman taking a ball and throwing it as hard as he can back at me from third base. This is the craziest thing is, in college, and I would say most of the guys in the minor leagues are like, they'll kind of, throw it around, lob it back to you. And that first time he threw the ball back to me, like he gave me like a, hey, fastball's coming, and then just wham, and I was like, whoa. Okay, because this is gonna be a throwback here, but in the Big 12 tournament, I pitched in a game, first inning, strike out a guy, ball comes back to me, third baseman throws it at me, I completely whiff. I don't know what happened, but I pitched the rest of the game. There's pictures. I have a black eye in this game, and it looks like I got sucker punched. But it was just because I completely whiffed on a little flick back from my third baseman. I mean, it was embarrassing as all get out. But I mean, it's like, I was like, okay, he's gonna throw it hard every time to me. But so
That's
yes,
pretty cool,
those are
though. I mean, that was like, but almost, I don't know if he meant to do it. I would like to ask him that. But like, hey, like, is this like to shock the rookie back into the hay? You know,
it wasn't just that. Maybe he did. Maybe he does do that for that. But like, it became a thing where it was like every time I got the ball back from him, he gets it to you pretty quick. So
at least you know it's coming. So what?
absolutely.
How about the Yankee Stadium one? Like you had said, wow, this is pretty tall. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would say maybe not from the game, but one of my favorite moments that I love telling a story about is in game one, whenever we walked out to the pen and like post anthem, post everything, we're walking out there. And as we're getting closer, the bullpen crowd over there, I think it still is the bleacher creatures on that side.
at Yankee
Anyway,
Stadium. Yeah.
yeah, they're as we're getting closer and closer, they start standing up, and of course they're yelling wonderful words at us that little children should hear, and singing songs, and you know they're giving us the thumbs up as we're walking out there. But like that was probably like the image of, wow, everybody here hates us, and this is kind of fun. I I liked, and the only thing you could do as a guy is giving you the double thumbs up is you could just laugh about it. And he's saying love you, and but it's like, no, you're not saying love me. So, but that moment, that was a kind of fun thing to think about, and then. Um, I have a picture of it, or they took a picture of me, and I'm like sitting there fixing my hat and like looking up, like the upper decks, and it's just kind of like this is a lot of people, but also really cool at the same time. So it's just I was it kind of kept being one of those moments like it's like I think I want to keep doing this.
Well, this is so, one of the moments, you know, after that last game, after you guys lost, I remember being over and talking to you, and Bregman was going around. Remember, he was going around to everybody.
Yeah.
And he says to you, it's like, and he just like, because it's of sort of like who he is about baseball, baseball, baseball.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, good job, whatever. It's like, hey, spin it, keep spinning it, keep spinning it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's already like giving you your off-season workout program.
Yeah. He
Like,
gave me my homework. He's like, we're gonna get the big breaker ball and going, and then you're gonna keep getting feel on the changeup, and then being able to work a fastball in. And I'm like, sounds good. I agree.
and then I also love that moment was like that he walks away and you're just like Alex effing Bregman.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of moments that I kind of had like yeah, you're Alex effing Bregman, like you're a Roldis Chapman, like holy crap. Like there's a lot of guys, like pretty much every guy there is. Even Connolly, I'm like, good job, Connolly. Like, good job, buddy. So, but like, it's something that I had guys make fun of me for, like, buddies back home make fun of me for. It was like, you need to act cool around those guys. Like, absolutely not. I'm gonna be the little kid while I can be the little kid. So.
It's so true though, and I'm so glad. And honestly, Peyton, like that's one of the things I love talking with you and seeing you, because I think that, and this is going to be sort of my own issues, but I do think that now they almost ingrain in you have to be so protective, You have to be okay. Whether it's coming from the players about protecting themselves, their own brand on social media, or whether it's
Yeah.
a team, you go through the rookie development thing. And I came across so many people who are like, you're approaching these interviews the same exact way. You're accommodating, but you're not saying anything. And I know you're more interesting than this. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm saying that I'm for you, and that's why I love the fact you said what you said, because there's nothing wrong with it. Like you're smart
Yeah.
enough not to say anything bad. You're good enough. It's fine. It's all good. It's
Yeah.
all good. And but you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So what I'm trying to give you a compliment is what I'm doing.
Well, thank you. No, that's something that yeah, I have to give credit to my mom about. It was like one of my mom's favorite quotes that I love whenever she said was she's like, I love Jesus a lot, but I cuss a little bit. And I'm like, I think that's a great way to put it. Like I'm I'm gonna call maybe I'm gonna call somebody a name, but it's gonna come out of a place of love. Like I'm like
Yeah.
I'm try to be real as much as possible. And it's like I don't like giving like that great PR answer just because like, well, that's kind of not very fun. Like
Yeah.
let's spice it up a little bit. But like there was a couple of times in the like post game interviews, and of course seemed like every time I did a post game interview, I was like, I just like Arizona post game interview.
Oh,
I'm like, I want to
I
go.
was there for the Arizona post game interview. Yeah.
I'm like, I want to go sit in my locker. I want to curl up in a ball right now. But like okay, like let's take accountability. Let's make sure that everybody knows. And like, yeah, I sucked today. But like, we're not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm not gonna be like, well, yeah, it could be better. I know it's just they couldn't locate a fastball, couldn't get the curveball down. Like that's just how we were just bad today. So, but yeah, I try to be real about it, but I gotta make sure it doesn't get me in trouble one day.
Ah,
'Cause
well,
I'm like,
again, I guess that's the question is that what was the challenge of that? Because I could go do an interview with you in Worcester,
mhm,
and then you get to, then you get up to Boston. Obviously, you're a prospect. Everyone wants to talk about it. Then there's everybody wants to talk to you, and you're trying to do your thing. You're trying to become a major league pitcher. And there's the time element, there's the
yeah,
respect element, there's the hey, understanding where's this question is leading element. So for
yeah.
you, what was that challenge like once you got to the major leagues?
Um, I think yeah. I mean, there's a lot of that kind of. There's a lot of people that want to talk to you, and it's like it's okay. Like there was a couple times, especially kind of early on, I felt like I was saying no a lot to a lot of interviews or something like that, and it's like I'm just trying to figure out what my routine is right now. Like when can I come talk to you guys? When is good times for everything? But like whenever it comes to like hard questions and stuff, it's like try to understand like okay, like we don't want to give you a sound bite. Like that's like that's kind of the we do like the interview training class, and it's like that's the biggest thing. Is like, well, media wants you. They're wanting to get a sound bite, like just in general, and so like be very like careful with how you say. Let's think about something a little bit before we just start spouting off. like, but
I by the way should give media training. I say that to right. I think some of this stuff like it's whatever. I'm not. It's. I it comes back to what I said is that like I think that you handle it very well, and this is a compliment to you. Like you
like,
understand, you're secure in yourself, you're secure in your personality, um, and you also like, it's okay. I will say this too. I think the media understands like what you were going through and what you have to do for your job. Like
yeah,
is if you just say, hey, listen, I got to do this. I got to do this. Can we do it tomorrow? Can we do it in
yeah,
2 days? Like whatever it is.
yeah.
I'm getting on my soapbox. Sorry about that. I'm here to
No,
educate young minds.
it's
So,
great, and like I think it's like a lot of guys. You also get to watch guys and how they talk to the media. Like there's a like like Giolito, kind of watched a couple of his interviews just kind of in passing or like however, and like kind of you get to see how guys carry themselves. And you're like, okay, that's kind of how I want to do it, or this is
Yeah, because your locker is right
not
next to
like
your locker is right
yeah,
next to his, right? Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So like kind of being able to watch him, even Crochet, like kind of they'll give the great interviews, like give good answers, but it's also not like they're not like just like the run of the mill answers.
Yeah.
Like they're like it's like oh like that's kind of got you got some juice to that. Like there's some things to break down there, which is great. So, but it's very like the media's I it's kind of fun to me, but it's also like you also just got to be. They just say be careful because yeah, just because they you never know, you never know, you
Yeah.
know. So
I just say this is that I think that number one, you handled it the right way. You have a good perspective of it. And I will also say this is that like I think that the media as a whole is understanding.
yeah,
And
yeah,
they are understanding. And they're understanding of like even if like for instance, I give you for instance, I did an interview with Alex Verdugo a couple years ago, and it was about showing personality in baseball, coincidentally. And then he just went off into this rant about Alex Manoah just ripping him, right? Let's
yeah.
ripping Alec Manoah. I mean, I didn't ask him about it, and he just went off, and I'm like, ooh, like. But I
Yeah.
asked him. I said to him, I'm like, hey, I just want to make sure that and I don't usually do this, but it was just like you want to. Hey, is that you want to say this? Do you want to say this on? And he's like, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Okay, like okay, but I think that my point is, that I think that most media members are understanding. Yeah, sure. Like if you say something entertaining and interesting, their eyes are going to light up. Fine, it's
Yeah, yeah,
okay. It's all, but it's
yeah,
also not. You're not ripping anybody. You're not.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Like, yeah, there'll be slip ups and there'll be like, oh, didn't mean to say that, or oh, I hope that's not taken the wrong way. And like,
Yeah.
there's been times where I'll call dad maybe after an interview. I'm like, I said this, or I think I said this. I don't actually remember. And then it's like, oh, well, that actually is not too bad. So,
Yeah. Yeah, don't. Yeah. Hey,
uh,
listen. Last thing. I just once again, your instincts are good. Like I know that your instincts are good. I'm not just saying that because you're sitting here on the podcast. Uh,
I'm gonna
uh,
come on this podcast more often.
yeah, I'm here to build you up.
Yeah.
uh, but I do want to like ask you a pitching question, if I may,
Yeah,
about
absolutely.
like we had talked about sort of the Bregman saying, "Hey, you got to spin it, you got to spin it, you got to spin it." When you
Yeah.
go into this offseason, we have that Arizona start where like I was just talking with I think it was Justin Willard yesterday about this, about
Yeah.
like the Arizona, like this was a perfect example. You're going to look back at that Arizona start when you're cruising as a major leaguer and be like, what a great learning lesson that was.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah.
and I told him, Peyton, I probably should have told you this, but like I had the Arizona people say, we're sitting on the fastball. We're sitting on the fastball. We're sitting
Yeah.
on the fastball. And they said later, they said they cranked up the trajectory machine to 100 and just wore it out because,
Yeah.
but it wasn't just because you throw 100, but because you have extension that seems like it throws 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was uncomfortable at the time. But what a learning lesson for you.
Absolutely.
All right. So,
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things from a lot like Arizona starts a big one. But like another spot that I learned two other spots that I learned a lot about was the uh coming out of the pen in Tampa Bay. Came in first to second, no outs, difficult situation. Um, did not do like I wanted to do. But kind of came out after that. I was like, okay, like that was the first time ever that I've come in a dirty inning like that. And like, I need that experience because there's going to be times whenever it's October 3rd and there's bases loaded, 2 outs in Yankee Stadium, and we're going to have to need that experience to lean on. Then like another one, like the Toronto coming in after Crochet, give up the home run to Connor Falefa, which is like, it was kind of like a, yeah, like let's look back at this. Okay, there are 4 straight fastballs. I'm gonna do this in my little corner
Yeah.
in the up and outside corner right here. So
Yeah.
he's gonna start seeing that a lot better. And then it's like, okay, well, we went fastball slider that whole time, and they did not whiff on the slider. I don't think at all. And it's like, well, it's because it's at 92 right now. And if we throw the big one in those positions where they're gonna run out of, like, there just becomes moments in those games where it's like, okay, like, result was whatever, but what are
Yeah.
we gonna take out
But
of this?
why it happened.
Yes, this is how it happened. This is what we're gonna do next time to, fix it or try to do better, and like maybe this works. So there was, I mean, especially being like, there was a lot of learning moments that just every single time happened, because like, and I think too, like, there's a lot to be like, need to get punched in the mouth. Like, there's just, you need to get punched in the mouth, just see how hard you can get punched sometimes. But it's also like, it's just, it's reality check. Hey,
I mean,
you're human.
you hadn't,
So,
as a professional, you hadn't had that punch in the mouth moment a whole lot, right? I mean, maybe
yeah,
the
I mean,
first game in Worcester, right? I mean, that was
kind of that first inning in Worcester, but I would say like, even like that game still kind of, like, you can cut that game into 2 games, really, the first inning and then the last 4, and you're like, well, that actually wasn't too bad. And
yeah.
but like, there was one time in like my first professional start in North Carolina.
Mhm.
Asheville, North Carolina, like the first start that I made, I went an inning and 2/3, and I did every single thing wrong that you could do wrong as a pitcher. I gave up a home run. I threw a wild pitch that scored a run. I balked in a run. Um, I walked a guy. I hit a guy. Uh, Everything within an inning and 2/3. And I sat down, and Bob Kipper comes up to me. He's like, well, that sucked. Like, yeah, Kip, that did suck.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just like, the only thing you can do about it is laugh about it, because it's like, that's baseball. That's how it's going to work. But also, like, well, now we know, like, that's going to change. Like we know, okay, we've done it. We've put ourselves in the suck situation, and so now, instead of having 2 pitch clock violations, like, we're gonna be a little bit more mindful of the clock. Like, we're gonna be able to slow the game down more. So it's like, yeah, getting punched in the mouth is great, and there's a lot of like times when you need it, and I think I needed it that start, like, as bad as it to say. So.
Did you watch your Savage?
I watched it I think enough of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, again, this is for everyone was talking about, like, this group of guys who could end up doing what you Savage ended up doing. You know,
Mhm.
you, Conley Early, the Mets guys, those guys,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then Savage just happens to do it. But you live that life, and you have that club of, we were drafted, and by the
Yeah.
way, and now we're in the postseason.
Yeah.
So when you watch them, that must, I don't know how you feel, oh, that's, I know that could have been me. I could have done that. It's great. I'm proud of him for doing it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think it was kind of like a mix of everything. So I'm like, oh, that's really cool, because you can go back 3 years ago now, and me and him faced each other at Wichita State, whenever he was at ECU, like we played each other, and so it's kind of like, yeah, that's cool. Like kind of going back to that just because he like playing at ECU. Like I mean, he's he's a East Carolina legend now. But yeah, you kind of get that like, man, this is kind of cool. Kind of did the same thing together, but it's also like, man, I wanted to pitch in the World Series. It's really cool and like, yeah, happy for him. And I'm like, we've never talked before, but it's like, yeah, we've
Yeah.
seen each other from across
Yeah.
the way. So, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun to look around and see like the young group of starting
Oh,
pitchers,
the guys who
pitchers
were
around the
drafted, man.
nation.
Like
Yeah,
it's
there's you talk about me early, Trey, Jonah Tong, McLean with the Mets. I mean, there's a Mizrowski. Like, there's a ton of guys that it's like hey, there's guys that are here now that like they're gonna be fun and like hopefully the that there are guys that are around for a long time that
but
can go
also
up against each other.
you also know that like it's not an outlier that you can do it. Like it's
Mhm.
you don't have to be intimidated by I think that's more now than ever before. You don't have to be intimidated by oh, I'm young. I was just drafted. No, because there's a lot of guys doing this. Not a lot,
Yeah,
but there's
yeah,
other guys doing it. So again,
yeah,
I'm here to
yeah,
build you up. I'm getting you psyched up.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
No, it's fun and it's like I think it's for the young guys, for us, it's like, oh, you kind of got to grow up a little bit. Like let's be big boys now, I
yeah,
guess. So,
let's say I'm going to take this major league per diem in spring training, and I'm not gonna like roll my eyes like how did I get here?
no, no, no.
What pitch are you work? So we talk about spinning it, but so what are you prioritizing pitch wise heading into next year?
Right now, just with like kind of being in the lighter stage of catch, I've really tried to get feel. I'm really liking the kick change. I'm liking where it's at. I want to continue to get the feel on it because it like whenever I threw it in zone, I think it got pretty good numbers. But then like I just couldn't throw for a strike. Like I can go back. I'll like sometimes I'll be sitting in bed late at night and I'm like, let's go watch some pitches. So I'll go back and look at like there's a couple of those changeups that I had early or later in the year that they kind of start in that middle of the zone. They just drop like still a strike, but right at the bottom of the zone. I'm like, this is how we want this to look. And then you see the other ones that are like, if this is the strike zone, they're over here. And it's like just I want to continue to get feel for those. I think the cutter is another one. Like the changeup, cutter, and the curveball are going to be three pitches that I'm going to put a lot of training economy into just because I they're going to be really good weapons. They're going to be pitches that I want to be able to throw for strikes, but also like with the curveball, like we just need to learn how to put it on the plate, um, so you don't have misses like we did in that dang Arizona start. Like we want to be able to miss it down, and like we're learning from it. So
Yeah.
it's just a bunch of feel on a lot of pitches, like getting three new pitches within 3 months of each other. Like you didn't have time to get the feel on them. Like you kind of gotta take them now and let's really refine them and make sure they're at where we want them to be at.
Another thing that you never experienced. This is all things you never experienced. I keep harping on the per diem, but it's also going to be like a nicer spring training house. It's going to be actually you didn't pitch. You didn't pitch in any Grapefruit League games last year, right? Correct.
No,
No.
No,
No, no, no, no. I would remember because I do path of least resistance radio. I do all the spring training games, and so
Yeah,
I'm laser focused on who's playing. Um,
yeah.
another thing that you never experienced is the trade rumor stuff. Was that
Mhm.
weird for you? And I know that you've probably been asked
Um,
that before, but it's
it's
probably
actually
not.
the first time. The only time
Oh,
that I've talked about it is with
okay.
like family and friends, but it's different. Yeah. It's I mean, I now I'm kind of off social media, so like really the like I'll look at like the new I'll look up Red Sox and try to find the news of the day.
Mm.
And like I was a day late on Whitlock making Team USA. Like super behind now. Not have like Twitter is an amazing thing, but it's also like the worst thing ever. So I just got rid of it. But like kind of I just try to. It's just I don't know. My
Did you
dad
have
calls it.
social media during the trade deadline last year?
I did. Yeah. Well, I didn't have Twitter. I
Okay.
had Instagram. Like
You
I
also had
saw that
friends. You also had friends and family who would
exactly. Yeah.
like.
That Dustin May trade went through, and I had a coach text me and was like, "Are you going to be playing in Tulsa or in Oklahoma City for one of the Dodger teams this week?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? What are you talking about? Do you know something that I don't?" Um, but I mean, it's like kind of one of those things. Like it's just yeah, that's the nature. That's the nature of the game, and it's. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's not part of it because it's a part of it. But it's like I mean, it's what can I do about it?
Oh, were
So
you have you become better at it? Like that's the thing. Like this is again when last July when your name and even like on August 1st, August 2nd, August 3rd, when your
mm,
name's still like you become better at dealing with it, right? Part of that is getting
yeah,
rid of social media
yeah,
and
you
and
definitely.
yeah, but do you come do you understand I guess the question is do you understand like exactly what you're saying is that hey listen this is what it is. And if you could go through the entire clubhouse and every guy in there has dealt with something similar, you know?
Yes, yeah. Everybody deals with it, and like even in. Yeah, I think I started to. You really started to hear it getting into Portland because like you get into like all the stuff with like Rule of Five eligible guys and like guys that think oh I'm gone they're kind of talking about it all the time and it's like well, okay like it's just kind of it's one of those things you kind of get numb to and it's like yeah it's part of the game and if they want to send me somewhere well I guess that means somebody else likes me so
Great way to look at it. Great way to
but
look at
yeah.
it. Yeah.
So
Well,
it's a part of it.
it's a
So
good perspective. Like that's true. Um,
mhm.
and I did want to ask you about your Halloween costume because I never think about, did you have a Halloween costume? Did you have one?
uh,
I don't I asked that and that was a terrible way of phrasing that because it made it seem like I knew that you had a Halloween costume. My
I was like, but
my point was is that I remember you saying how you dressed up as Magnum PI way back when for your
yeah,
Halloween.
yeah,
Did you
I
have a
did.
Halloween costume?
We just did. We were super. We went to good. Me and my girlfriend did. We just did like Men in Black at it was like Goodwill Men in Black, but it's like
Good.
ah, it's like my jacket wasn't even black. Like it was just kind of a dark gray with lines in it. It wasn't even right. But it was yeah, I needed to bring back I got a couple people said I needed to be Ron Swanson this year and but yeah, they Tom Selleck, I need to do another Tom Selleck. Maybe like a Wyatt Earp maybe next year, like really get the stash going
Oh
here and
yeah. Yeah.
really
Are you
get
committed to that now for a while?
the stash.
Yeah.
Yes, I I've been told like there's a couple people that are like you need to have facial hair because we don't like baby face. I'm like, well, baby face is a lot easier to keep up with. But I like the mustache. I think it's fun. It's I don't know. I don't know, it seems like other people like it. So it might come around. The beard might come back. I might shave it for the off season and then come back spring training and start growing it back out again. Maybe I won't shave until we make the postseason or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's good for your brand, man. Like uh it was awesome seeing. I don't know if you saw the so I'm walking out of Fenway Park, I think after your debut,
Mm.
and these two young ladies who I've seen around. I should mention them. I'm drawing a blank right now, but they're just sitting on the sidewalk wearing
Yeah,
the Peyton
yeah,
Tolle mustache.
yeah.
Like
I saw a couple people doing it. It's fun. Like if somebody can get that out of me keeping a mustache, like that's perfectly fine with me. I love that. So
yeah, well, we're just here. Again, your brand has never been hotter. So, congratulations.
thank you.
Well, you've been very generous through the time, and it's always good to talk to you. I
Oh,
hope I didn't lecture about the media too much. Uh,
no, it's good. It's
but
good. I think this is a lot better than any other like this is this we got into some good stuff, some meaty stuff today. I like it.
it's just two guys talking, man.
Absolutely.
It's two guys talking. Like it was just 2 days ago. I had Dustin Pedroia telling me like I was a terrible dresser. So I'm like, it's okay. It's just two guys talking. So
Yes, yes.
yeah. But all right, man. Thank you so much.